What's up, America? You know what time it is? It's 5 o'clock. It is time for After Hours, brought to you by Recteq.
Yeah!
Man, I'm so excited about today. We're kicking off Brisket Week. We've been doing it all week long. We're going to keep that going with my two good friends. You know them, you love them, Chef Greg Mueller and your barbecue dad, Jody Flanagan.
Recteq lifestyle, do do do, do do do, do do do. Recteq lifestyle, do do do, do do do, do do do. Recteq lifestyle.
And we're back. What's up, everybody? What's up, Greg?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great now that I'm here with all my friends out there in Facebook land.
It's a fancy shirt you got on there.
Thanks, man. We got a big announcement today. If you didn't see it, make sure you check it out on Facebook. Ray Carnes, he's a crazy maniac, man.
He is a crazy maniac.
He's giving away so many prizes. And that's not what the video was about. No. The big announcement was not about a prize giveaway.
No, that's
but
just
we
a
can't
bonus.
tell you about the big announcement here because you got to go back and watch our video on Facebook to get the whole thing.
Eating all of that stuff right there.
You can eat the whole
delicious.
thing. It's okay. It's for you.
It's delicious what we're cooking today. We're continuing Brisket Week. Monday, Chef John.
Yeah, with the strogie.
Right?
Brisket stroganoff.
Brisket stroganoff. A lot of folks out there have been asking for that recipe, so it will be available soon. Make sure you sign up to get that inserted aggressively into your inbox by going to recteq.com/lunch break and signing up to receive those emails. Great butchering.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That sucks when you open up a package and you get all excited.
And then you see that.
Yeah, that just stinks. But we'll show them how to work around that today, Greg. But it's all about brisket today. Today we're going to be doing brisket jerky. Like I said, John did brisket stroganoff on Monday. Chef Greg did
pulled beef.
That's right, the pulled brisket beef. Today we are doing brisket jerky using 2 brisket flats on the RT700.
And you can find brisket flats at a great value at your local grocery store and butcher. I picked these up at our local Sam's Club, and I want to say they were right about $22 and $26 respectively, which for a big piece of meat, like, that's not too shabby, other than the fact that some lazy person just gashed the living daylights out of this thing.
Well,
but you know what? For
they
jerky,
killed that cow.
Well, I know you're upset, Chef Greg, but maybe they sneezed or something. Let's not say they're lazy. You know?
No. That right there, that's laziness.
Man, you done got Greg all fired up, John.
If there's one thing that like kind of ticks me off more than anything, it's when you open a cryo with a really nice piece of meat and you see like, you know, the Grand Canyon through your brisket flat.
Right.
But that's okay because
Breaks
for
your
what
heart.
we're going to do it today, you're never going to know.
Right. But we're going to continue on with brisket jerky. I'm Jody Flanagan, Barbecue Dad, your Recteq expert. And with me, as always, is Chef Greg Mueller, Director of Culinary Innovation. And our boy, our man, our go-to, the guy that we call
Chef John?
when we need a late-night pickup. When you've had too many drinks and you don't want to get your wife involved, you call Chef John. He'll come and get you.
One call, that's all.
He is a friend to many.
That's right.
He is a smile bringer.
That's right.
Chef John is on the ones and twos.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
But John, that brisket stroganoff was absolutely delicious. We've had a lot of customers and family members ask for that.
It came out absolutely delicious. Did you get some of that? Because it went quick.
No, I didn't. That's how awesome.
It went fast.
I know it was.
Yeah, it went fast.
I smelled it, and it smelled great. I, too, did not get a plate.
Well, I know Amanda and Rachel were down here before we actually finished.
Before anybody else.
Right,
That's
before
right.
we even
That's
finished.
right.
They were down here. So.
Absolutely. Some of the folks from
but I know when I cook
County
something
Chamber
good,
got some.
I make sure Chef John gets a plate.
Absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
I'm just saying.
Chef
Hey,
John,
I can't help it. I tried.
Ray.
They were on it. They were on it.
Just like every dish.
Yeah, just like every dish. Yeah. No, that's true. They maul it. They maul it.
But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm already eating some of this delicious jerky. that Chef Greg made for us today. We're using the RT700, available at recteq.com. We're burning the delicious Kingsford Hickory pellet today.
Oh, tons of flavor there.
That's
Tons
right.
of flavor.
During our announcement, I was using the Kingsford Hickory to cook a delicious 16-pound brisket. Chef Greg, what were you cooking today?
So I had the pleasure of cooking on the RT2500 BFG. We're using those
Shoot,
signature
yeah.
blend pellets by Kingsford. The perfect mix of hickory, cherry, and maple. So I got all of that deep smoke and sweetness at the same time.
Yeah, that sweetness is sounds absolutely delicious. And then Chef John brung up not the quite rear.
No, Stevie was right behind me.
Yeah, in the rear.
They
Well,
saved the best for last.
You might,
Do you know
not
what
have
I'm
seen,
saying?
you might not have seen Stevie because he was
Yeah.
a little shorter
Yeah.
than
He
you.
was. I did cast a big shadow on little Stevie. I feel bad for the little guy.
Yeah, he could barely see over the ledge. But that's fine. Jason, you guys can come on out here. Y'all
Well,
just go around
even
back.
with his glasses, he has
that's
a hard
right.
time seeing.
That's right.
But
that's
yeah,
right.
I was throwing it down on the bullseye.
Some
We
lamb
did
chops?
Yeah, lamb racks. They came out delicious. They didn't make it very far either, did they, Jerry?
No, the
I
sales
did
staff,
get one of those, though.
Okay,
so
good,
I
good.
can't
Absolutely,
complain
the
about
sales
that.
staff was all about it. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you smash that share button. Give us a like. Give us a love. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit that red rectangle and subscribe to that Recteq YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the Kingsford YouTube channel because somebody told me that they've got a lot of amazing content coming up very, very soon for the holiday season.
So to get this party started, we got this brisket flat. I'm cutting all
Look
of
at-
the fat on the outside.
Looks absolutely
yeah,
delicious.
that's nice. That's nice meat right there. But you don't want any fat on your jerky because, again, we're going to smoke and dry this. And that fat, if we don't get rid of it, that's actually what goes rancid before it has a chance to fully dry.
Right. So we
if
need to
we
make
were
sure we
go-
get all of this stuff off.
Yep, if we're going to go hiking up the Appalachian Trail or we wanted to really, smoke and dry and preserve this, you want to make sure you get rid of all of that fat from that flat.
Okay. Now, I know folks are going to ask if you guys have any questions, comments, please put them in the comment section down below. We will try our darndest to get to them, but I know a lot of folks are going to ask, hey, all I can find is a brisket flat where I'm at,
Yep.
and I would like to enjoy some delicious sliced brisket.
Yep.
Is there anything that they need to do different than they normally would with a whole Packer brisket, Chef Greg?
Yeah, so for me when I do a brisket flat, and we showed you how to do that when we did those delicious pulled beef,
Okay.
you want to leave a little more fat on there because, again, that'll help keep that cook a little bit more moist. I'm a fan
Eyes,
of
all the smoke, my eyes.
It's
Charlie, you
intense.
think you could point that fan like a little more towards us?
Now, I'm a big fan of injecting
Thank
my
you.
briskets. Now, with the braised beef and the pulled beef, I didn't inject because we cook it in a liquid. But for me, when you're doing flats, now if you
Close.
look at this flat, there's some pretty decent marbling here.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely. Good
it's-
consistency.
Good
throughout.
consistent thickness is a big key as well. And these are just USDA choice flats. They're nothing fancy. And then to get the middle, I kind of put my hand underneath and kind of bow it up. And that
Oh,
way I
okay.
can kind of get in there,
Hashtag chef tip.
John,
any good questions out there?
They do. They have a lot of good questions. They have a lot of good questions about the Kingsford pellets.
Okay.
They want you to go through them. Are they hardwood? Do they add fillers? Are there any additives in there?
Absolutely.
And then they were asking about, who was it that asked? Brendan Everts asked, what product do you put in your beard?
Ugh. All right, we'll talk about the Kingsford pellets because that is super relevant right now. Absolutely right. 100% hardwoods, no fillers, no binders, no gunk. It uses the natural lignin in the wood to hold that pellet together. These things have been scientifically made in the Kingsford laboratories, which is absolutely amazing. They've got a ton of resources. They've got a great staff, a lot of good folks working for them, and they're able to actually do their homework, do their research, and test and go through multiple tests to make sure that they get the most efficient pellet, the least ash producing, most BTU, and most flavor / smoke producing pellet. So they've gone through a lot to actually produce these pellets. They've been in the market since March, not very long, but again, that's when we found them. We found them during that quarantine time when we ran out of our pellets and we couldn't come up here to work and get other pellets.
I picked them up at my local Publix.
That's right. I also found them at my local Publix, and then here recently they've gone at Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart.com, Dollar General. There's a lot of H-E-B, Menards. There's a lot of folks that have them, and they're
Can't
super
forget
readily available.
The Dollar General.
Absolutely. John, you got another good question.
Yeah, so they want to know, what does that mean for the Ultimate Blend pellet?
Well, we still are going to have the Ultimate Blend available for purchase.
It's a part of that bundle when you
Correct.
get your
When you
pellet
get your
bundle
grill,
with that
that's
grill,
right.
you can get that Ultimate Blend pellet, but it's also going to give you 3 bags of those Kingsford pellets. Because
Right.
here's the thing. When we ship our pellets, it's really expensive and it's not
Yeah.
cost-effective to do
For
that.
anybody.
For anybody.
Right.
But you can go to your local H-E-B, Lowe's, Home Depot, Publix, pick up those Kingsford pellets and get a great
Yep.
value as well.
Right.
And you can pick it up
There's
when you're
no
at the grocery
shipping
store.
cost tacked on it, you know, and there's no shipping damage to have to deal with either, because that is an issue with the large bags as well.
Yep.
So, very good question, Chef John. You got another good question?
Yes, our good friend Charles Johnson asked, what part of the cow does the brisket come from?
So the brisket is going to be the pectoral muscle of the cow. It's actually that muscle that when the cow's laying down taking a nap, it kind of pushes himself up with.
The boobies,
The pectoral muscle.
the breasts,
But we've got 2 of the flats here.
chestises and breastises.
Yeah.
So if you look at the structure of this meat, see how this is a little bit
Get on
of
in
a
here,
looser
Sherp. I'm
structure?
going to show these folks this. This is
So
crazy.
This would be the point would
Oops,
kind of
sorry.
start to
My
lay
bad.
over this right here. Okay? So if you see that meat's kind of a little bit, that protein structure is a little bit more loose.
Cool.
That point's going to lay over this, whereas you can see right here how fine that is.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be more where the flat's going to lay unprotected.
So the flat and the point are 2 different muscles
Correct.
in
So
the
that
brisket.
protein is going to lay across the grain of that that brisket flat.
Very cool.
Now we have a very serious question when it comes to beef jerky.
Right,
How do you like the chew?
right.
Do you want more of like a rip, or do you want kind of like a pull?
And this is going to be a sliced beef jerky, not comparable to a Slim Jim or
Nope.
anything like
But
that.
I'm
This
actually
is-
going to take right where it's gashed.
Yep.
And I'm actually just going to cut it just like that for our slices.
So you guys in the comment section down below, let us know how you like your jerky. Do you like it with a lot of chew in it? You know, a lot of texture.
you want more
or do you
of a
like
chew-
it, or do you like it more, or do you like it softer?
Now-
So right now, Chef Greg, show us
For sure.
how we would cut this up if we wanted more chew.
More chew, you're going to go with the grain.
Okay.
Which goes against everything you have ever learned
from us
here at Recteq.
Yes.
Okay, and I like to go about a 1/4 inch thick. Okay?
Super sharp knife.
And you can also put this in the freezer, but you want to
Very
get about a
cold meat.
1/4 inch thick. Now, when you slice it like this, you're going to be biting through that protein, which is going
Okay.
to give you a tougher chew. Which
Right.
I like that personally. Okay. Now, if you wanted a finer chew, more of a bite through that protein, you can cut it across the grain.
Okay, then.
And that'll mimic,
Softer.
yeah, it's almost like when you slice your steak, you know, for like London broil or things like that. That's what you want to do. But 1/4 inch thick.
John, you got a good question.
Yeah, our good friend Brad Snow asked, when doing jerky out of brisket, which is better, choice or prime?
So you don't really need that fat. So I go with a choice, save some money there.
Absolutely.
And you can even ask your butcher to do this for you as well on some meats. You can also use flank steak, London broils, or basically cut from the top round. Be really good as well. But any leaner meat works. Top sirloin will be fine. And sometimes they sell jerky cut at your butcher. You just have to ask.
Right. Now we're going to make a little bit of a marinade, Chef Greg.
Yeah, buddy.
You like to use the Dale sauce
I do. So what I like to do is, if I'm going to take this meat here, I'm going to go ahead and put some in there like that
before we even season it.
before we do anything. Yep.
All right.
Now, this is probably right about 2.5 pounds of meat.
Okay.
So you're going to use, now if you're going to use the jerky seasoning, you can pick this up at like your local Academy or sporting goods stores. This is the Fiesta brand
Yeah,
jerky
shout
seasoning.
out Fiesta brand. They
Put
got all kinds
about-
of stuff.
Put about 2 tablespoons in there.
All right.
Now, we're not using any tinted curing mix or pink curing salt or anything like that.
Lord.
Now, this does have MSG in it. I
Yes.
love it. No, a little more.
A little more?
Yep.
About 3 tablespoons.
And then
A little bit of black pepper.
I was expecting you to do like a Ray Carnes tablespoon. You didn't.
No. I'm very
Precise. I like a little more black pepper in mine.
less. Thanks for the compliment, Greg.
You pay attention. So I like to kind of massage it in there for a little bit and let that salt and MSG and pepper kind of bind onto
This
that
is how
jerky.
I.
And then
Here,
if you
move
want,
that pepper so they can really see me massaging this meat.
And then you can go a couple of different schools of
How does
thought.
that look,
You can add
John?
some Dales in there. You could add some.
Does that look good? I've been massaging this meat. John is not
He's
even
not
paying
paying
attention to me.
I'm looking at the questions. We got some great questions.
But I'm massaging this meat so well.
Ooh, get it. Look
Getting
at
that
you.
jerky seasoning and this black pepper in there is going to be
Yeah.
delicious. Oh, wow.
Looks
Chef-
like you've done that before.
Hey, yeah, I make a lot of jerky.
Yeah, okay. I believe
I
it.
love fresh beef jerky.
All right,
But,
Chef Greg,
Yeah, buddy.
our top fan Bill Filbert asked, when you're making jerky out of top round,
Yep.
is there any like special way, because it's harder to see the grain,
So
is there any special way to cut it up?
if you have a whole top round, there's going to be like 4 different kind of muscles that are going in there. So I recommend seaming it. Follow the fat seams, remove those. You can remove all the fat from the individual muscles, and that'll give you the ability to see that muscle structure a little bit easier. But if you got that whole 20-pound top round and just started slicing, there's a couple different different muscles that kind of intersect that create what that muscle is.
I dated a girl named Simi one time.
I knew you
I
were going
waited
to
all
say
that
that.
time for
I
Greg.
knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
In middle
Okay,
school. In middle school.
We've
All right.
sliced this brisket with the grain.
6 ways to Sunday.
That's right.
Okay, and I love that pepper bite right there.
Right.
So I like to go 50-50
Okay.
Dales and
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire sauce. So about a half a cup.
Okay.
You don't really need to go crazy and measure, okay? Like, it's not a big deal. And then Dale's is some good stuff right here.
And Dale's is essentially like it's like an amino or phosphates,
God, look at you doing some research.
right?
Yeah, there are some
buddy.
aminos in there. It will tenderize. It can be flavorful, but it's basically soy sauce and a whole bunch of other stuff.
And y'all, I'm telling you, marinate your chicken wings in it
It's
for like
good.
12 plus
It's good.
hours. It'll turn them brown, but they will be fire when you fry them or smoke them. I promise
All
you.
right, so now on this one, I can see that grain is running front to back. So to
Oh,
make
yeah.
it easier to slice, I'm going to cut it in half, and that
Okay,
way I
okay.
can kind of see where I'm going to slice.
All right.
Now I'm going to slice
Big-
across the grain.
Working with a littler piece of meat, I like it.
And that way when I get my slices,
Less room for error.
but see, look, here you can see how it's more across the grain? This is going to be a softer chew than a tougher chew.
Okay.
All right, so we're at the portion of the night where everybody's asking about y'all's gear now. Chef Greg, they want to know about your apron. Jody, they want to know about your holster. They want to know what
hey,
y'all
I
are
gotta-
drinking.
hey, excuse me, I didn't even see that holster there. Shout out to my buddy Jason Keener. He's in the audience right here. He's actually a Recteq Academy attendee.
Woo!
He's going to graduate in 3 days. He's going to be a pit master in no time. Shout out Jason Keener. Hooked it up. I got a new fresh beer holder / hot sauce holder / seasoning holder, a.k.a. something I'm going to put in
Baby
my belt
bottle
every
holder.
Well,
day.
you can check out, so another Academy sponsor, Brave Friend Apparel.
Right.
You can pick up these aprons at Brave Friend Apparel.
Yep, check out bravefriend.net. Now, my apron, you guys can check out the link in my Instagram account, in my Instagram bio, as well as my TikTok bio. My Instagram handle is BBQDadJody, spelled BBQDADJODY, so make sure you check that out. Atlas 46 is the company that I actually got this from. They sponsored us in Memphis in May in 2018 when we won it all.
Shoot ya,
And
Bo.
smash that share button, guys. Give us a like. Give us a love. We're doing brisket jerky. Sorry, it left my head. Is there another word for jerky, though? Is there another word for jerky? Anybody?
Dried beef.
Dried beef, but...
So back to beer. What are you drinking tonight?
Oh, hey, yeah, right, yeah. I got my Rec Flair koozie here.
Yeah, you do.
Because I like to put a little woo in my cue. Shout out Uncle Mike. But I'm enjoying a delicious Shinerbach beer from Shiner, Texas.
Good
the
stuff.
Spotswood Brewery.
I got that Ruby Redbird, but I can't grab that can because I got meat on my hands.
Chef Greg, what
Break the
knife
rules,
are you
Greg.
using? They want to know.
So this is the Excalibur of all Excaliburs. I've had this knife.
This is not really the
No,
Excalibur.
it's not. I've
everybody,
had this
but-
knife for going on like 12 years now. It is made by a gentleman in Japan. His name is Hiru
It was
Iotu.
you two.
ITOU. It is a beautiful R2. I can't say it.
R2D2.
tool
Yes,
steel.
right.
There you
It's
go.
a powder Damascus.
Got it right, Greg.
And this is actually like the dullest this knife has been in probably years. And it's probably still sharper than most knives in
Right.
America. It's definitely
America.
It's
Smash that
definitely
share button, guys. Give us a like. Give us a love.
sharper
What about
than
you,
that
Chef
Cutco
John?
knife.
What?
What about you? What kind of knife do you use?
I use, actually, a Chef Greg special, too. You know, back when Chef Greg had more time, he wasn't so busy. He used to forge knives, and he did me the solid and forged me a beautiful knife, but that's what I
Back in the
used.
day, you know, Chef John, I mean, had that, like, rubber handled knife
Yeah, dude,
thing
it was
going on.
terrible.
It was like, man,
No.
Well, I didn't bring any of my knives in. It wasn't until my friends saw me on camera, and they were like, dude,
They can't
why are
have
you
it.
using this plastic handle knives for? I was like, what,
that,
does it
that
matter?
is not the Recteq lifestyle.
I was like, it
okay?
cuts.
No, we got to get you set
All
up.
right, so what
Because
you
speaking of knives, they can pick up knives at Recteq Academy. They can
Shoot,
pick
yeah.
up the exact knives that we'll be using to slice and cut and trim all of the meat, the briskets, ribs, chicken, and pork butts. And shout out to JapaneseChefKnife.com.
That's absolutely. Now, okay, on the top of this beef jerky, we got ahead of ourselves.
We did.
You added some of that Boar's Night Out White Lightning.
Shout out.
And then you added some of that La Barbacoa Texas Q candy.
I ain't
Now,
gonna
you
lie,
guys
Greg,
can pick
I
these
don't
up
think I
at
put
Atlanta
enough.
Barbecue Store, who is also one of the sponsors for Recteq Academy.
That's what I'm
You can use
talking
that
about.
coupon code RECTEQ10, get 10% off. Absolutely delicious stuff right here.
all of our delicious briskets that we've been using this week, except for these flats, and for Recteq Academy are going to be provided by Cow Cattle Company. So you guys check out cowsteaks.com.
Yeah, don't waste a Wagyu brisket making jerky.
No, absolutely not.
All right, so same thing. You need a little bit of liquid.
Get some
So we're going to hit it with some Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
There you go.
Right, John?
That's what I'm talking
And then a little
about.
bit of Dale's. 'cause
Any
it's
good
stuff.
questions or comments or anything out
They're
there?
just loving everything right now.
We got a winner to announce, right?
Yeah, we do.
Do we?
We got because Ray wanted to give away a bullseye,
Is
and
that
then
what we
and then
did?
Ben wanted to give away a cooler last
is
week.
that on the Slack channel yet?
I believe it is.
believe it
Let me go to
is.
contest winners here.
Okay.
I believe it is.
But guys, that's why you got to stay tuned. That's why you got to watch all the time. That's why you got to set your notifications, because you never know. Ray Carnes, the co-founder, the owner of the company, came on our little old show last week and said, "Give away a grill,
He
mother
did.
lovers."
But
and
what's
we
cool
said,
is I got it
"Yes,
right
sir."
here. Yeah, he did.
And then boss man Ben, the general manager,
Not to
came
do
on and
one
said,
ups.
"You know
Right.
what? I ain't gonna let Ray one up me. Give away an ice cooler that we ain't got." And I said, "Yeah." So,
All right, so now the beef jerky here, I like to vacuum seal it.
yes.
Put it in a Ziploc, a Glad, like a zip top bag. It works
Yes.
really good. We love Glad bags. You can like zip it, flip it over, and like it actually
Right.
holds. About 24 hours. At minimum,
That stretch
let it go
seal.
12. Okay?
Minimum?
Now, minimum.
minimum 12 hours.
Now, if you're curious what it tastes like, just wait an hour. Get your grill hot and go ahead and cook a piece. And that way, if it's not spicy enough, go ahead and add a little more. I dropped my pin.
That's a good
I'll get it
tip.
back.
That's a good tip.
oh my
Can't
gosh.
lose my pin. And then you can adjust,
guys, smash that share button. That is the tip of all jerky tips.
but it's not going to taste exactly the same.
It's not going to taste exactly the same, but you're getting an
Because-
idea.
because it's not been smoked with those delicious Kingsford pellets.
Nothing tastes the same when after you haven't smoked it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I
it's
love
some
smoking all
good
my
right there.
stuff.
So super simple. We cut this about 1/4 of an inch.
Quarter.
Put your grill on low or 200, anywhere in that range is going to be fine. About 4 hours, give or take. That brisket's going to have a little
Check
bit
the
of bend
texture.
to it.
Check.
Come on in here, Sherps.
And shout out Chef Greg for cooking this for us earlier today. Throwing that on there so that way we can smoke it for you guys and show
And then
everybody.
check.
But it looks absolutely
Right when it
beautiful.
starts to pull. See that white right there when it starts to pull?
Easy
dry.
peasy lemon squeezy.
Now this is hot, so
Yep.
it's got to cool off.
Now, Ray also makes some amazing jerky using ground venison.
Oh, that's so
Okay.
good.
That ground venison jerky's off the chain.
All right, so
Now-
we have a. I'm
Go ahead,
sorry.
John.
We have a question from
Shoot, yeah.
Tony Swan. He says, Chef Greg, does it need to be at room temperature when you cook it?
No, I basically take it out of the fridge,
Right.
and then if it's really, really wet, what I do is I put it between a couple
Oh,
pieces
yeah.
of paper towel
Yeah, you do.
and squeeze the juice out of it.
Okay.
Now,
All right.
it's the bend test.
Bring it out.
The bend test. See, it's going to be like a little soft. It's got to cool off.
Correct.
Now, if your jerky has got a good color to it, good smoke, but it's not like 100% dry, like it's real close.
Okay.
You can put it in a paper bag, wrap it up, put it on the counter overnight, and it'll help kind of continue to air dry
right.
a little bit.
Very, very cool. So this is sliced jerky. We marinated this for 12 plus hours.
Mm-hmm.
We cooked it at 180 to 200 degrees, just depending on which grill you have. 180 to 200 degrees for about 4 hours until it was perfectly the texture that Chef Greg wanted it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. No, it's going to be really hard to take the internal temperature of this with a thermometer. Let me try.
No,
Yeah, 145, 147, 148.
it's definitely went way past that.
Right. Yes, Chef John.
Ryan Taylor wants to know, how long will it stay good for without using pink salt?
Good stuff.
All right, so that's delicious.
As long as you have it. You're
Hey,
going to
toss me a piece, Jody.
You're going to go through this quick.
So this will last us about 5 minutes. We're not even going to let this get cold. So beef jerky, I like to store it in glass jars because if you store it in a zip top bag, they tend to condensate.
Okay.
So a glass jar in the fridge, a couple weeks. If you're going to leave it, out of the fridge, you're going to consume this in probably 7 days. Because there's enough salt in there anyway, you don't need to actually cure this with the tinted curing mix.
It is so beefy.
It is so good.
It's got such a beefy taste.
A
Now,
lot of that's the meat too. That brisket
what I'm
offers a
saying.
lot of flavor.
Well, what about injecting, Greg? Could you inject this brisket, flavor it essentially, and then do this process?
So since we've sliced it as thin as it is, marinating is the way to go.
Okay.
Because when you inject, it's not really going to do anything. Because the whole point of this is not to add moisture,
Okay.
it's to remove moisture.
Right.
So injecting would be adding moisture. Yeah, it's just a waste of stuff.
Okay. Yes, Sean.
Top fan Jeff Gately asks,
Man, that's
is
good
it
jerky,
true
Greg.
that cooler meat absorbs more smoke since it has longer to reach the absorption temperature
Okay.
of
Yeah.
the smoke?
Very good question.
So the meat will only absorb smoke to right about 130-ish degrees, 135. But if you start with a piece of meat that's cold, you're going to expose it to smoke for longer versus a meat that,
Yeah.
say, got to room temp. And that's why when I do large pieces of meat, I tend to cook from a cold state if I'm doing a low and slow, whereas if I'm doing meat hot and fast, like a steak, pork chop, chicken,
Right.
I'll let those come to room temp.
Right. Very good question. Man, so we've got so many things
so
going
good.
on this week. We've got Recteq Academy at the end of the week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 3 days of barbecue instruction. Thursday, we get to meet everybody. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing a whole hog demo. They're
Shoot,
going to
yeah.
be eating some delicious food prepared by world-class chefs. Entertainment. The meet and greet. Well, we're just going to have a good old time
I mean, it's
tomorrow.
going to be so much fun tomorrow.
Is it going to be a hootenanny?
It is.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's going to be more than one string instrument, so yes, it will be a hootenanny. But we'll also do all day Friday. All day Friday is going to be instruction, as well as most of the day Saturday.
I can't stop.
You're getting more hands-on instruction than any other barbecue class out there, and we are so excited to have all of our Recteq Academy attendees coming in.
So good.
It's so good. Remember, guys, when you purchase an RT700 right now, you can get a competition cart for half off, as well as the RT590. So RT700 and RT590, both of those grills, if you purchase them, you're going to get half off of your purchase of a competition cart. That saves you hundreds of dollars when it comes to pennies. Yes, Chef John?
Oh, well, I was going to say hit me with another piece of jerky, but we have...
Oh.
no.
No! He's good. It's good. It's all good.
All right, so we had two questions. We have a couple people showing up late. They definitely want us to recap, and they wanted y'all to talk about the temperature. Why are you cooking it at such a low temperature?
Okay, because we want to dry it out.
Right.
So if we went hot, it's going to basically cook before it has a chance to really purge all of that liquid out.
Oh, there we are.
But I want to also pack a lot of flavor in there. because
Winners.
when you go low and slow, like we did 180 degrees to 200 degrees, it's going to really maximize the temperature,
Okay.
or sorry, the texture of the meat with packing it full of flavor.
Okay.
It's good stuff.
Very good explanation. John, you got another good question for
Okay,
us.
we have a couple Academy questions. First one is from our good friend out here who wants to know, do they allow couples at Academy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, during the meet and greet, the
with
your
your
spouse will be able to come.
With your registration package, that's one full paid admission to Recteq Academy. Now, we know people bring significant others and spouses. They're invited to all of the evening activities, so they're allowed to come to the Thursday meet and greet, cocktails and dinner.
Right.
They're allowed to come for the Friday night tasting of the briskets, the delicious pork butts, the whole hog, live entertainment again, and then Saturday for graduation, they can eat some of the leftovers as well.
Right, absolutely, for sure. We want the family involved. It's a family affair. That's what living the Recteq lifestyle is all about. Chef John, you got another good question?
Man, they're all commenting. They're saying
Crap.
that everything looks so delicious. They definitely want you guys to recap
Okay.
What we've done.
So we took a brisket flat. We sliced it really thin. We added some of that delicious...
With the grain and against the grain?
Yep. The Fiesta jerky seasoning on one. About a half a cup of the Worcestershire sauce. Half cup of Dale's. Let it marinate overnight. And then on Jody's, we sliced that against the grain.
Okay.
We used that La Barbacoa Teja candy.
Got some
And we used that... Oh, it's so good. Boar's Night Out, and again, we did that same combination of the Dale's and the Worcestershire sauce. And you can pick up these rubs right here at Atlanta Barbecue Store. You can use that discount code Recteq10. And also, while you're there, pick up some of that delicious fine swine barbecue sauce.
Right.
That Texas heat. Ooh,
Cool.
child, please. You can put some of that in here, too.
Oh, man, it's so good.
But-
I love the blue label.
Yeah.
But I've got some winners to announce. John, you got another good question?
Yes, Robert Spear, he says that he notices that all the academy classes are full. He wants to know, will we be adding more dates?
Yes,
Yes.
but
To a different year.
it might be 2022.
Right.
But if you guys want, go ahead and email me, chefgreg@recteq.com. If you guys want to be added to our wait list, there might be a couple cancellations here and there.
Maybe. Probably not.
I
But
mean,
that's your only way, right, Chef Greg?
if you email me, I'll put you on the list. If one opens up, I will absolutely give you a call, and we'll go from there. But we've got 6 dates in 2021. We've got another
Not
academy.
to mention the corporate dates. Guys, if you're part of an organization, a business, and you want to come in and learn all about barbecue, we would love
We
to
can do
have
it.
you for Recteq Academy. We've already got a couple of corporate dates lined up.
Shoot, yeah.
Your organization could purchase the whole entire class and give some away, have their workers come in. We can train people.
Yep.
You could also do super business-specific things.
Yep.
We've got entire new system here.
The
where we
audio
can-
visual downstairs is
Oh,
next
man.
level.
It is
Absolutely.
next
We can
level.
do
Like next level.
slideshows, we
Yeah.
can do videos, we
It's
can do
hooked
all
up.
of that. So we encourage any corporate folks out there that would love to get their organization or business
We can come up with
involved.
some great
Hit
team
up
building
Chef Greg.
events. We'll do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so we got 2 things to give away. We've got an RT B380 bullseye.
That one right there.
RT the B380. Ray Carnes said, give it away. I
Give
said,
it away,
yes,
give it
sir.
away, give it away now.
This one we cooked on today, Chef John did some delicious whole racks of lamb.
Oh,
so good.
And the winner that did everything that we asked him to do.
Yep.
There was a bunch of hoops to jump through, but the winner for the Facebook After Hours Bullseye is Mrs.
Uh-oh. Get it, girl.
I love it.
Mrs.
Come on.
Amber Brooks.
Yeah,
Yes.
congratulations,
Congratulations,
I
Amber.
love seeing ladies come
Me
through.
too. That's what I'm talking
Love
about.
seeing ladies come through. All right, Amber, hit us up on our Facebook page. Shoot us a DM. We will confirm that it is in fact you, and we will get all your information and get that grill headed your way. You can't even buy that grill right now.
Nope.
Nope, can't get it.
All you got to do is watch After Hours, though. Win it.
That's right.
All right, so the winner, and that was what Ray gave away. Boss man Ben came in and said, you know what? Screw that. I'm giving away a cooler. So the winner of the Facebook After Hours Recteq Icer
Let's do it.
is going to be Mr. Michael Strader.
Congratulations,
Michael Strader.
Congratulations.
Michael Strader. Michael, hit us up. Shoot us a DM. We will confirm that it is in fact you. We will get your information. We'll get that brand new Icer cooler, Recteq
like
Icer cooler headed out your way, buddy. Oh, man, that's awesome. So what do you want to give away tonight, Greg?
I think we should do something a little bit different.
All right.
I say we go ahead and give away
Okay.
a couple Recteq After Hours T-shirts.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
boy.
like it. Can't even buy these T-shirts,
No, they're
John.
exclusive. They're
In fact,
exclusive.
Charlie, come on over here. Charlie has
You get
one
one
on.
of those.
It's beautiful yellow with baby blue.
Yeah,
Got the
Charlie.
RTG on the back.
Turn around, Charlie. Let him see your booty. Wow, look at that RTG logo. Beautiful.
You still have that crisp?
I
one
do.
Hundo. All right, so let's do this.
I do have that dollar bill.
Let's do this. Let's give away.
Hold on. Wait.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah,
It
yeah.
might smell like oysters,
And
Yeah, yeah.
fish. It
but
smells
it's about
like fish.
it's about time that we have washed that apron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta
And
get
we
washed.
can't wash the apron without the hundo in there.
Right.
So here's what you got to do.
Uh-oh.
We'll do how many shirts?
Let's do 5.
5 shirts.
5 shirts.
5 what?
Ray said double it.
10
Just
shirts?
like the
Okay.
warranty, he said 10 shirts.
Oh, give me like
So
10
we'll do-
shirts.
Sorry,
10
Madeline.
10 shirts.
10 shirts.
And in one of those shirts,
Will be a crispy 100. Now, You got to claim these prizes, ladies and gentlemen.
Gotta.
Because the reason why we have this $100 bill is because somebody didn't claim the prize that was in.
How do you not claim a $100 bill,
I mean,
Jody?
if not,
They didn't know
Boston
who
Ben's
was
going to ask
getting
for
it.
his $100
I
back.
mean, I'm saying, once we announced it,
it was
how
one
do
of
you
the
not?
20 T-shirts. We told them it was going
That's
in
what I'm
there.
saying. How do
It
they
went
not?
in there, and nobody claimed it.
How do you not claim it? That's it.
And
That's
we've had
the
that
reason.
$100 in his apron the entire time.
Nobody claimed it. So we got this $100 bill that will go in one of those 10 T-shirts.
Beef jerky?
So you guys got to claim these prizes. You gotta watch over and over and over and over again. Set your notifications. That way you know when we go live.
And you might win yourself $100 and a cool T-shirt.
And a kick-ass T-shirt that you can't even buy.
Can't
Tell
do
them
it.
how to win, Jody.
All right, so all you guys got to do, okay? All you got to do, it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, is just share this video.
What? That's it?
That's it.
That's
just
all they
share
gotta
the
do?
video.
Let's do it.
Just
Man.
share the video, guys. You could win $100
$100 and a
bill
cool
just
T-shirt.
by hitting the freaking share button.
He wants to win a T-shirt and $100. He's sharing right now.
All the folks up top, they're sharing.
Ben Lowe wants
Ben Lowe wants
$100.
a $100 bill. He's sharing. So, guys, share
Jason
this
Keener
video.
wants $100.
And you could win a $100 bill and a cool T-shirt.
Yeah, Jody, we have some in-house guests.
Yep, I was telling them about Mr. Jason Keener coming all the way from Alabama. I don't have a boat. Will you hand me a boat?
Yeah.
We'll get them some jerky as well.
I don't want to waste it by throwing it.
All right.
Unlike
I think
Chef
Ray
John,
wanted
you
him
know.
to come on and try some jerky, though.
Yeah, y'all
Let's
come.
do it, come on.
Y'all come on and try some jerky over here.
It's still warm, not completely dry just yet, albeit delicious.
There we go. That's what I'm
They
talking
want to
about.
win $100.
Come on.
Jody, if people want this recipe or any other recipes, what do they need to do? Where do they need to go?
Absolutely, guys. Grab you a piece of jerky. Guys,
Come on.
all you
Come
have
on
to do is go to recteq.com/lunch break. Fill out all of the information. Check all of those boxes. You know how much we love checking boxes. Make sure you check all the boxes. Make sure you fill out all the information. And that way we will aggressively insert these recipes into your inbox, because you want it that way.
But they're delicious.
It's the only way to get
recipes.
something in your inbox.
An email aggressively into your inbox. That's right. That's right. So is the jerky good, guys?
That's amazing.
Absolutely. Very cool. Very
Now
cool.
again, it's got honestly the best. Put it in a brown paper bag. Let it sit on the counter for about 4 hours or so. It's really going to optimize that flavor and stuff. But it quite frankly, don't last that long.
Absolutely, absolutely. But that's a wrap, guys. It's been at least 30 minutes, so it's a real show. You can find this recipe at recteq.com/lunch break. Sign up to receive it, guys. You don't want to miss out. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter at recteq.com as well. We've got bullseyes coming hopefully soon. You never know. There's also, you can sign up for the Bullseye specific email just by going to the Bullseye product page at recteq.com as well. And that way we will specifically hit you up as well
right.
with that email.
That's
Slide
right.
it on in there.
That's right.
In that inbox. Insert it. That's right, Jason. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. What's that?
No pulling out.
No pulling out.
That's
No,
right.
no,
That's
This is
right.
after hours.
That's what she said.
That's called bouncing. We don't have a bad bounce rate. We don't do no bouncing. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Smash that share button. You can win $100, a $100 bill, and a cool T-shirt. Well,
10 cool
10
t-shirts.
cool T-shirts.
Yeah,
That's right.
10 people are going to win, and one of them's going to have
people are gonna win, and one of
$100.
them's going to have a $100 bill,
can't
crisp and
believe
clean.
it.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's real. It smells like fish.
It's always fun when Ray's here hanging
okay,
out
though.
on the show.
Absolutely. But again, we are so proud that you were able to watch this, guys. Smash that share button. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. And we will see you
At Recteq
At the
Academy.
Recteq.
At Recteq
Do,
Academy.
do, do, do.
Hey, let's get some folks.
Do,
Dale Longhorn.
Recteq
Oh, Nick Dalton.
lifestyle.
Nick Dalton.
Said it.
You're missing out,
Come
Nick
get
Dalton.
it.
You old
When the sun
SOB.
starts going
Get well.
down.
Corey Cruz.
Live your life
Jeff
the way you
Gately,
like. It's the
Courtney
Recteq
Schipple. What's up, Courtney? We'll
lifestyle.
see you soon.
Do, do,
We'll see
do.
you. Nick Dalton, he's out there. Yeah.
Do,
John
do,
Peterson,
do.
Richard Laney, Eric Carlson. You old SOB.
Lifestyle.
Graham.
Do, do, do.